On this week's Most Craved, do we have our Spider-Man?
Avengers Infinity War prepares for an epic 9-month production.
Sorry, Warner Brothers, the internet knows better than you.
And I'm Liam McIntyre with no new news to offer.
He's Liam McIntyre.
Hey guys, welcome to this week's Most Craved. I'm Jenna Bush with Legion of Leia.
I'm Silas Lesnick with ComingSoon.net.
I'm William Bibiani from Crave Online, hey.
And we have a special guest, Liam McIntyre from Spartacus and The Flash.
That's correct. Not that special. Yeah, no, it's going to be great. I'm looking forward to talking about many topics with you folks.
I think you're special, Liam McIntyre.
Touch the face. It's going to be great.
You wouldn't be the first.
And I won't be the last.
No, he won't.
Yeah, isn't that great?
Yeah.
You know.
What are you up to?
Me, I'm waiting to, there's another bit of The Flash coming out, which is going to be exciting. Ooh. I know. I mean, obviously, there's many more bits of The Flash, but only one that's specifically relevant to me.
Because you're the weather wizard.
I know. That's correct.
But you're locked up in their science prison without beds, toilets, or food.
Yeah, it is a pretty sparse prison. I got to say, when I went in there, I was like, hey, Geneva's called. This is not fine. Just so we're clear. I know I destroyed a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But this.
Can I have something to read?
Anything.
A toilet is important. That's like, you should have those.
Well, not even for me, but for like, is Grant super speeding down through there with his like, this is the worst job. Yeah, so like that's something I want to talk to Greg Berlanti about, just about the logistics of that particular prison. But I guess it was hastily cobbled together after a massive explosion, I suppose. So it's
Still, toilets.
learn as they go, right?
Right.
Or maybe it's so futuristic that we can't even see the toilets, but they're there when you need them.
That's a nice way of saying they have a corner.
Gideon sorts that stuff out. Beep. Yes, and this is that. I'm waiting. I did a pilot, which I get to sit do. It's a really fun period of time between now and something called upfronts, which I'm learning means like advertisers give money to stuff. I think. I don't know. Anyway, so I wait for that, and then they tell me if I have a fancy job or if I go and look for a new fancy job. But that'll be fun. So I get to play an Archangel, which is great because Archangels are cool.
Yeah, much better than the Angels.
Yeah, regular standard issue Angels. I mean, no offense, but they're just vanilla Angels, not for me. Archangels, I'm in business. That's all right.
I can't believe that sentence just happened.
Vanilla
Angels, not for me.
On Most Craved.
Forget this. Forget this. Vanilla Angels, for you or not. Is that Coke and Diet Coke? No, was it Vanilla Coke? That's some sort of.
There was
New
vanilla
Coke.
New Coke.
New Coke.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Coke.
I'm new to this country. Tell me things. Yeah, so there's that. Played a lot of Hearthstone.
Very nice.
But that's not, that's a different kind of nerdy.
Yeah, so we have matching thumb issues from playing Mortal Kombat.
We do. I have an injury. Which I haven't had since I was like 12 when I was playing a lot of Street Fighter. And I got DC shoes, represent DC. So,
Word.
It's my audition for Gotham. Look at that. Oh, shoes. I don't know if you can even see them.
You like that, don't you, Internet?
Yeah. Hey, Internet. Oh, look at that.
Well, look, see, I got Marvel, you got DC. It's world peace.
I know, and that vaguely looks like
I've got Marvel, but I have a Superman tattoo, so it balances
that's
out.
more of the.
See, we are promoting everyone getting along.
Everybody happy.
I represent neutrality.
Net neutrality, good topic.
Thank you. Very important.
Well, I feel like that was my special segue into Spider-Man.
Well done.
Because Marvel, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, so there were 5 names up for Spider-Man who is going to appear in Captain America Civil War, but we're hearing rumors that the front runner is Asa Butterfield.
Yeah, Latino Review last night ran a rumor that he's a front runner. He still hasn't officially been given the job, so anything could go at this time. But Asa Butterfield is a pretty cool choice.
I like him.
Yeah, Asa Butterfield, you know him from Hugo, Ender's Game, and he's cute. He is a cute kid. Look, he's got these big eyes and his baby cheeks. He looks like a young Peter Parker, like a young Peter Parker, and I can totally see him playing off the nerd thing that I think we need him to. That sort of shy teenager who's going to put on the mask and get less shy but still not be cool. I think that's what I like about Spider-Man is that he puts on the mask and he's Spider-Man, but that doesn't make him cool.
Still a dorky superhero,
Still a
which
dork.
I love. Yeah, which I agree. I was that guy that really liked Ender's Game, and I thought he was fantastic in that. I thought that he had a lot of range in the way that he can play dorky. You can also see him as like a leader at times, which will be necessary if he's going to be in the Avengers. Thank you, Sony. So excited about that.
Thanks, Sony.
Yeah. But that is great. I'm really excited that the Avengers will kind of be more complete now in a real sense. But I think he'd be fantastic. Who's the guy from Homeland? The kid from Homeland?
That one guy.
Because he's also
That
up.
guy.
Yeah, you know, because he was up for it. I'm so sorry, guy from Homeland. I'll get better at my job. The news on Crave. That guy from the show. I think if they want to go for a bit more of a smart alecky kind of Peter Parker, he's a good choice. But I think Asa has that sort of total package thing.
He also, they said they were looking for somebody 15 or 16. He just turned 18 this month, which is a nice thing for a production, because having an actor that is 18 but looks younger lets you film a lot more than...
Totally.
That's like 12 in Hollywood years.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is. It is, and I really like him. I like, if they're gonna do Spider-Man, I think the younger is the way to go, because you know, obviously then he'll have his own movie in 2017. But I think having another sort of adult superhero. I mean, we've got Daredevil, we've got Jessica Jones, we've got all of these people that are adults. So it's sort of a different flavor.
Yeah.
It sort of shakes everything
That's
up a little bit.
That's what Marvel needs right now. They have so many different properties. They need to touch upon things they haven't done before. And high school, like a young superhero, is something they haven't really done. And they've even said they don't want to just send him off to college right away.
Right.
Like in the first Spider-Man movie, he goes off to college immediately. After one Spider-Man movie, An Amazing Spider-Man, he goes off to college immediately. So you just keep him in high school. Keep him down, man.
To be fair, he does leave high school relatively quickly in the original.
That's true.
And Marvel clearly thought that was a mistake, because when they did Ultimate Spider-Man, they kept him there for as long as possible. So my point is that he should stay in high school, but maybe he should get married. Like, we should get him married earlier, because everyone thought that was a really good idea.
He's Amish Spider-Man.
Sure, why not? Why not?
Everything's
Appeal to
covered,
everybody. They got to appeal to
You
everybody.
get a permission slip from your parents. It's fine.
There you go.
It's fine.
But I think that'll help the Avengers. I think because they've got a great range of characters, but they don't have that that other voice that could really I think help revitalize all their relationships.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then, speaking of revitalizing things, the Joker got an image leaked.
He's revitalizing. Look at him.
Yeah.
Look at him.
He
Look
looks
at him. He looks okay.
terrified.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
also happy about it.
The internet is not happy.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Outraged.
Well, bear in mind, the internet has never been happy about anything ever. So
That's true.
Take that with a grain of salt. But you know, this is a very different look for the Joker in a lot of ways. The grill, the sweet tats, the one glove, like
MJ.
like MJ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's what they're going for.
But there's actually been a lot of speculation that maybe this is actually not really what he's supposed to look like. This is all just tarted up a bit to be like a sort of a 75th anniversary of Batman kind of presentation, and that maybe he doesn't have damage on his forehead. They might also have tested it out just to see if the internet was mad about the tattoos, and then once they started filming, it's like it removed like most of
But
the
the ha ha ha, like that's all canon.
Killing,
That's
yeah.
yeah.
But not, it's more canon in the print on the book
Right,
as opposed to on the
exactly.
body, which
Yeah.
is...
right.
I kind of have this theory that they're going to let the Christopher Nolan movies, maybe they happened, maybe they didn't, but this is sometime later. And I kind of like the idea of a Joker that like maybe is the same as the Heath Ledger Joker, but he's gone to prison and he's physically changed a lot. Batman has maybe knocked his teeth out. It's a take that it's not my ideal version of the Joker, but it's a neat take, and it's also one that, like, the fact that it pisses off fans is exactly what the Joker would want to do.
Yep. I like how you think, Silas.
So you're saying the Joker directed Batman and Robin? That's interesting.
Yes.
I like that. I
Yes.
like that a lot.
Totally on board with this.
I just want to know who his tattoo artist is. Like, who's the guy who's like feels comfortable sticking the Joker with needles?
Oh.
You know, like there's nothing could possibly go wrong.
Harley
you know?
Quinn's like a medical type, so
She's a psychologist,
But,
though.
you know,
Could do that.
She could.
probably.
I mean, they're prison tats or whatever, and just like the Joker's just like lifting like one of these. What some guy's doing, like add more hots, more hots.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know.
Pause.
More hots. I don't know. Like the other thing is the teeth. You know, the Joker fakes his own death a lot. It's going to be hard to fake those medical records now. if, with those teeth.
Ooh, true.
Oh, that's true.
I'm the only one who actually cares about that. But I
like
think it looks
that.
Oh,
neat.
no, I like that.
And I remember when the first images of Heath Ledger as the Joker came out, and everyone was like, this is gonna suck. The guy from 10 Things I Hate About You.
Yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, I'm gonna just give him a chance.
I mean, it's like the opposite because, like, in the sense that Heath Ledger, I was like, oh, this terrible decision. But at the time, I went all internet and went, this guy will be the wrong choice acting wise, but love the look of him. Like that look looks awesome. Whereas this, I'm like, he's an amazing, like one of the best actors there is, brilliant. But I just don't see where that's gonna fit. Like it just seems so obvious in the sense, not that obviously it's not obvious at all, but it's like everything's so verbalized.
Here are all
It's
of the
very in
things
your
that are
face.
Joker
Yeah,
right here.
kind of like all it's so on the front, whereas Joker seemed like, would he really be worried about getting ha 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 tatted on his?
I look at everything that we've seen so far in like the Batman v Superman trailer and Man of Steel and all the things they have planned, and nothing about the DC universe in the movies looks terribly subtle at the moment. It looks very
it's true.
hyper.
It is very hyper real,
Yeah,
I guess.
yeah.
But I kind of like that. I don't mind if they're just going to jump full-fledged into this like bigger than life world and just move from there.
They can't do another. They can't be Marvel. Like they have to find a new tone or a new place to sit. Otherwise, they'll be like, oh look, you're copying them, which like people will already say just because they're second. But
Yeah.
Right.
they
And
do
I
need a
mean,
different tone.
yeah, you either go all subtle or all out, and they're obviously going all out.
And Marvel's going all out with
good segue.
Infinity
Oh, good.
War.
That was so good.
Segue. Oh, love it. Yeah, they're going to do that Infinity War movie, and they're going to shoot it all at once, apparently, over a course of like 9 months.
9 months.
Which is
like
as long
Lord
as
of
it
the
takes
Rings.
to create
Yeah.
a human being.
Yeah.
That's right.
They'll be
That's
in the
right.
credits, the list of babies born during the shooting of this.
I like it. I'm not sure what we're supposed to do with this information, but everyone's talking about they're going to shoot it over 9 months. They're going to shoot it back to back, like they do most movies that are 2 parts. I'm
Well,
like, so what am I supposed to get out of that?
I think it's because Chris Evans said it. And what does that say about whether or not Captain America is going to survive Civil War?
Okay, okay, well, I guess because he died in the comics briefly. My point is, like, he could still die in Civil War and
sure.
come back like he always does.
Yeah.
You
No,
know?
it could happen. But I think that was the thing that was everyone was like, oh my God, what does that say? He's
Oh my God, a hero is going to survive their own movie. How?
Well, they are
Since
comic book
when?
movies. Doesn't always happen.
Usually, how many comic book movies have ended with the hero dying?
Yeah, but in the comics, I know.
In the comics, yeah, I'll grant you. I just
And
think in the
it doesn't
movies,
necessarily
it's-
have to be exactly the comics. It's just something that all of us fanboys and girls are like, oh my God, see, you knew the thing? Like he totally died in the comics, and yeah. I might have sounded like that when I first heard it. It's not weird at all.
I love you, Jenna.
I'd even go so
like
far
to.
as to say, though, that that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
It doesn't.
One of the things we haven't seen that Infinity War has to involve, theoretically, is the time gem. And that, even if somebody does die, gives open range to pulling in anyone from past, present, future.
That's true. No, we haven't
Yeah.
seen 2 gems yet. I haven't seen Time and Soul.
Right.
So let's see if that happens in other movies. What? I don't know. I don't know Marvel's plans. I assume they're going to get to it. What do you want from me?
That's what the internet is for. Speculation.
So yeah,
Wow.
Most Craved, everybody. Thanks for watching.
Tell us where we can find you on the interwebs.
On the Twitters, at Liam_J_McInTyre. That's kind of all I use, and with Google.
That's right.
And then in 2 weeks on the CW, right?
And
Rogue
yeah,
Air.
it feels like 2
Yeah,
weeks.
it's-
Is it?
yeah.
No,
I think it's 2 weeks from
no,
yesterday.
it's like maybe it's like the May the 12th. I'm going to say like May the 12th or something. I feel like it's more than
That's
2
about
weeks.
2 weeks. That's
Is it about 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Then yeah,
You're good.
exactly that.
You're good.
Just listen to him. The internet, listen to him. That's all you need. Don't worry about me. I'm done. I'm out. Smoke bomb. Just add it in post, all right? Thanks.
Wow. See you next week.